71 was released on 2024. A new war/survival thriller. Today, no love songs, no dance numbers. Just breath, concrete, and a kid with a rifle who doesn't know where he is. Let's say directed by a new voice like Moin Hussein, or someone in the vein of 71 but updated. 95 minutes, single location and chase. No names and credits till end, because this isn't about heroes. It's about survival. Title 71 works 3 ways: 71 minutes before sunrise, 71 hours trapped, or 71-year-old man who saves the kid. The film never tells you which. That's the point. 71 is about staying alive in darkness. In Northern City, 2024. Not Belfast, not any specific war. Director keeps it universal. Curfew city. Ethnic conflict. Army patrols. One wrong street was wrong side. Gary, 19, new recruit. First patrol. His unit enters a housing block to arrest a suspect. Things go wrong fast. Shot fired. Gary gets separated in the chaos. Unit pulls out, thinking everyone's accounted for. They're not. Gary is alone, 19, in hostile territory, no radio, no backup. Clock starts, 3:17 a.m. Gary runs. Every door is a risk. Kids with stones. Men with guns. Older woman who could help or hand him over. He hides in a bathtub, under a car, in a burnout shop. No music. Just his breathing, distant shouts, boots on concrete. He meets 3 people. A 12-year-old kid, Sean, who steals his wallet but then shows him a safe path. Kids don't pick sides. They pick survival. Later he meets a 71-year-old janitor, Mr. Doyle, who's lived through 3 conflicts. He doesn't take sides either. He gives Gary water, tape for a wound, and one line. Don't run in straight lines. Finally, he meets a female medic, Aisha, working underground. She can get him to the army checkpoint, if he trusts her. If she's not bait. Gary learns, in war, right and wrong are street signs that change every corner. He's not fighting the enemy. He's fighting fear, exhaustion, and the voice in his head saying, "You're not coming home." At 5:28 a.m. 71 minutes since the split, but it feels like years. Gary reaches the checkpoint. Sees his unit's vehicles. He steps into light. No slow-mo hero shot. He just walks. A soldier yells, "Halt!" Gary freezes. End credits over black, with real audio of survivors from different conflicts. Film refuses to tell you if he makes it. Because for thousands they didn't. Director shoots 71 like a video game you can't pause. Handheld camera, shoulder height, behind Gary 80% of the time. You see what he sees 3 seconds down an alley, then cut. No establishing shots. No map. You're as lost as he is. Color palette was sick green streetlights, orange fire, total black in doorways. Director uses darkness as a character. You hear more than you see. That's intentional. Fear lives in what you don't see. Pacing was real time, almost. 95-minute film is almost equal to 95 minutes of Gary's night. No flashbacks, no home life cutaways. Director doesn't let you breathe because Gary doesn't. Biggest choice was no score for first 60 minutes. Only diegetic sound, dogs, radios, distant singing from a pub, a mother calling a child home. Music only comes in at dawn, one piano note, when fear shifts to relief, or doesn't. Director also avoids politics speech. No character says, "This is about X versus Y." Characters just want to live. That makes it more universal, more chilling. Best peak scene was the bathtub scene, 34 minutes in. Gary hides in an apartment bathroom while a patrol searches room by room. Camera stays in the tub with him. We see ceiling pipes his eye. We hear boots get closer. Closer. Stop right outside door. 45 seconds. No music. Just water drip and Gary holding his breath. Door handle turns, then they move on. Director holds the shot 10 seconds after. Gary exhales. You exhale with him. That's cinema without dialogue. Another best peak scene was Mr. Doyle's advice. 71-year-old janitor finds Gary bleeding in basement. No questions. He wipes Gary's face with cold cloth, tapes his cut, gives him bread. Gary asks, "Why help me? I'm Army." Doyle, "Because you're 19 and lost. I was 19 once. Different uniform." He points to map on wall with 3 escape routes. Then, don't run in straight lines. Fear does. Live things zigzag. Doyle stays behind when Army sirens come. We never see what happens to him. Director cuts to Gary running, zigzagging. That line becomes the film's thesis. Bonus scene was dawn checkpoint scene. Gary steps into light, hands shaking. Soldier yells, "Hands up!" Gary raises hands slowly. Camera on his face. He's not relieved. He's empty. War doesn't end when you're safe. That's the peak truth. Let us Gary needs a new face, not a star. Let's say a 19-year-old actor like Barry Keoghan type. He acts with his body, shoulders up by ears, jaw locked, hands shaking but still loading a clip. He doesn't cry till end. When he does, it's one tear silent. That restraint hits harder. Mr. Doyle, 71-year-old, cast a theater legend. He does more with less. The bread scene, he breaks bread, gives half to Gary, eats half himself. No speech about war. Just that gesture. You understand 50 years of conflict in 5 seconds. Aisha the medic, she's not love interest. She's tired. She's seen too many Garys. Actress plays her with flat eyes and quick hands. When she decides to help Gary, you see the cost on her face. Supporting cast, the 12-year-old Sean steals the film. Kids in war films are either saints or devils. He's neither. He's pragmatic. He helps Gary because Gary gave him chocolate earlier. That's how kids survive. Sound designer is the real director here. No score was no emotional cheat code. You get boots on wet street, far-off siren that gets closer then fades, a dog barking 3 blocks away, Gary's own heartbeat in his ears during hiding scenes. When music does come, it's source music, a radio playing pop song from 2 streets over, suddenly cut by gunfire. That's more jarring than any orchestra. Composer saves one piano motif for dawn. Single note, repeats, doesn't resolve. Because relief and trauma can coexist. No song. Field recordings from real conflict zones layered. People talking, kids playing, then silence. Director refuses to entertain you after showing this. 71 is not a war movie about who's right. It's a human movie about what wrong feels like. Director's message: war doesn't make heroes or villains. It makes 19-year-olds in alleys at 4 a.m. Gary doesn't get a medal scene. He gets a cup of water from an old man and a lesson about zigzagging. That's more honest than any "thank you for your service" speech. Final shot mirrors first shot, Gary's boots, now bloody, walking. But first shot he walked in formation. Last shot he walks alone. He's alive. But part of him stayed in that bathtub at 3:48 a.m. Hard watch. Important watch. Not entertainment. It's a reminder. If this film hits too close, talk to someone. Veterans, families, civilians. Trauma doesn't need a uniform. Thank you.